Hey guys, it's Becca. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought I would share my Christmas wish list with you guys. Basically just everything I'm asking for this year as someone who's both vegan and low waste. And I hope this can maybe give you guys some ideas as well. I know this time of year can be a little hard to navigate if you're living any kind of alternative lifestyle. So hopefully this video will be helpful for you guys, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It would really help me out. And I also wanted to say, I know it can be a little weird. You might feel a little bit greedy making like a whole list of the things you want, but I think it's really helpful to do. I know especially in my family, people are going to get me things for Christmas no matter if I make a list or not, no matter if I ask for anything or not. So I figure I might as well give them some ideas of things that I actually want and will use, so that I don't just end up with things that are just going to sit around my house, or things like you would maybe want to return, because obviously that's just going to waste even more resources. So I think it is okay to make a list. And yeah, I've rambled enough, so let's get started. Okay, so I have my laptop here with me and I got my wish list all put up, so we can just jump right in with all the tips and ideas I have for you guys. So the first tip I have, like I said, is to make a really detailed list. So this is not a post-it note you give to your parents on Christmas Eve. I like to do a Google Doc. I've done this for the past years, and this is great because you can put links to websites in there, you can put lots of information, and you can also share it with your family members, which is great because then they can access it themselves and on their phone. Just, it makes it super convenient. We love technology. For clothing items, I would also recommend putting your size down, because let's be honest, it's hard enough knowing your own size, so at least if you can look at like size charts and figure it out, it's a lot easier than leaving it up to your family to do that. And then the last thing I recommend is I also sort things kind of by price range. So I have things split up into different little categories, and then within those categories I put the least expensive stuff at the top and the most expensive stuff at the bottom, which is the stuff I don't really expect to get, and then this just makes it easier for my family members to navigate through this. Okay, so the thing I have at the top of my list, my first section, is food, and this might sound a little bit weird, but in my family we usually put like snacks and candies and stuff in our stockings, so it's just easiest if I can specify what foods are actually vegan for my family, because you know, it can be confusing sometimes to read food labels. I've made mistakes myself before, so I like to make this super easy. This is definitely not the most zero waste of things, but this is just kind of how my family does it. And I'm not totally zero waste, I'm more of a low waster right now, so I like to include this. So some things I put online, I put on dark chocolate, and I specified the brand I like as well. Oreos, because duh, Oreos. And then Swedish Fish and Justin's peanut butter cups. So just a couple ideas for my family. My next section I like to put is books. I know there's a saying, it's like something you want, something you need, something to wear, something to read. There we go, took me a second. And so I do kind of like to follow that. I think books are great because obviously there's something very useful, there's something you're going to use. It's not like, well, they do look nice on a shelf, but like you can actually use it. I mean, you can even ask for ones that are about maybe veganism or eco-friendly living. Maybe you can ask for like a vegan cookbook. I know I'm asking for the book A Zero Waste Life in 30 Days by Anita Van Dyke. This is something I've known about for a while, and it's something I want and think would be super helpful, so I put that down. And you can also put like a note in there, you know, like please look for at used bookstores or something. I know on Amazon a lot of times you can even buy books used, so you could put that in there as well. Obviously buying stuff used uses less resources, so I think that's great. And then I just put a few other books that I've been wanting for a while. The next thing you can ask for is like refills of your favorite products. So maybe you're running low on your shampoo bar and you need another one, you're running low on your face wash, things like that. Personally, I have almost everything I need right now, so I didn't put anything down like that for myself, but obviously it's just always good to ask for something you need, and then you don't have to pay for it, which is nice. And I also like to put, I've done this in the past years, I like to put just anything from Lush. That's literally what I'll type on my wish list, because my family knows that I love Lush, and then this is fun because they can still go to the store and still like, they get to choose it, they get to pick something out for me. It's not just like a specific thing I asked for, but they also know it's gonna be cruelty-free and vegan and low waste and all those things I really care about. So I feel like Lush for me is a really happy medium. I'm sorry I talk about Lush so much, I just love Lush. But maybe there's something similar, or like different types of stores in your area that could be similar. The next thing I would recommend asking for is any kind of more expensive zero waste product. Now, of course, going zero waste is all about just reducing, using what you have, that kind of thing, but sometimes there are products you want to buy that are more expensive. So for me personally, I'm asking for a Guppy Friend washing bag. This is a bag you wash your clothes in, anything that's made of synthetic materials, and it catches all of the microplastics. It's something I wanted, but it is like $30, I think, so I haven't gotten around to actually buying it. So this is something I would really, really love to receive, but that I personally haven't been able to splurge on. The next thing I would also recommend is asking for sustainable clothing. Now this could be, of course, secondhand things. I wrote any secondhand Lululemon from like Depop or Poshmark. I'm not sure if you can actually like share the things you've asked for on Depop. If anyone knows, please leave a comment down below because I would love to do that. But then you can also just put some of the different like sustainable clothing brands you like, some different items you like, because with sustainable clothing, since they are, you know, hopefully paying their workers and, you know, not cutting corners and dumping toxic chemicals into water and all of those things, it can be more expensive. So I asked for a few things that I like and I know I would want. The first thing was 2 sports bras, one was from Indigo Luna and one was from the brand Girlfriend. Again, I'm a dancer, so this is something I will definitely be using all the time and would be a good investment piece for me. I also asked for a t-shirt and a leotard from Cloud and Victory. This is an ethical and sustainable dance brand. Again, something I would definitely wear. I asked for a pair of sneakers from the brand Eco. This is something I've been wanting, this pair of sneakers I've been wanting for like a year now, honestly. So even though they are more expensive, I know it's something I really want. And that's another thing I would recommend, is to actually ask for things like, you know, you've wanted for a while, not something that you just flipped open the Black Friday catalog on and you're like, oh, that looks cool. Like, really think about the things you want to be bringing into your life. And then the last thing I put, this is the most expensive item on my wish list. It's a pair of pants from the brand Christy Dawn. They're beautiful. I'm in love with them. I do not expect to get them, but I just put them on there just for shits and giggles, honestly. But they're there. And depending on your family's price range, maybe that would be something practical for you to put on there. The next thing is experiences. So this could maybe be, you know, going on a vacation with your family or something, or concert tickets. I'm probably gonna ask for a Harry Styles concert ticket. I know when I was in middle and high school, like sometimes my school would take field trips to like New York City and stuff. I went twice, and so that was always like my Christmas present that year. Obviously, any kind of experience, it's not an actual material good, so it can be a more sustainable option, and that's just fun because it's, you know, it's an experience, like it's something you're actually doing with your life, you know, not something that's sitting on a shelf like I mentioned earlier. And then I know the holidays can be a big time for receiving new technology. There's always lots of deals for that around Black Friday and the holidays. However, I would recommend, if you are asking for technology, really think about if it's something you actually need. Personally, I won't be asking for a new phone. I think I'm eligible for an upgrade around my birthday, and I still probably won't ask for one because I'm quite happy with the phone I have and it works well, and that's just a mindset shift I've adopted recently. However, I am asking for AirPods, which I know are like such a meme nowadays, but I've actually thought about it for a while, and with dance and choreographing more when I'm in the studio with other people and trying to work on stuff, it can be very difficult to have to try to dance with earbuds in. It would actually be really helpful to me to have wireless earbuds, so I am asking for that. And again, that's something I've thought about for a while now, and I know it's something that I would actually want and that would actually enhance my life. Well, I don't know about enhance, but you get the point. And then the very last category I came up with is things that support your interest. I know I've cut down my waste in a lot of ways, but there are some places I'm just never going to because it's things that are my hobbies, things that I enjoy doing, and I don't want to sacrifice that. One big thing for me is bullet journaling, so I have lots of pens and different things that of course come in plastic, but this is something I like to do, and my family knows that about me, so again, it's something they can pick out for me. So I just wrote on mine, I would love some brush pens from either Tombow or Mildliner, and there's also a pencil pouch I want. I do have a pencil pouch I'm using now, but it's just, it has like a drawstring, it's just not meant for pencils, it's just something I kind of have made do with, and I would definitely use the bag for other stuff. So I am asking for a proper pencil pouch from Archer and Olive. And yeah, I think that is all I have for this video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see a part 2 of things I'm planning on giving to people, since I'm vegan and low waist, because that can also be difficult. I might also do some like low waist wrapping ideas in that, so please let me know if you want to see that. Just leave a comment or something. And yeah, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. It would really help me out. Like I said in my last video, I'm hoping to reach 200 subscribers by the end of the year, so I guess that's kind of on my Christmas wish list as well. You can also go follow me on Instagram. It's just at becca.gargiulo, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye guys.